We're live.
We are live. Happy Sunday, everybody. Hope you're all having a wonderful weekend.
And we are having a wonderful weekend, kind of. The tension is growing as Hurricane Erin Category 5 is right in the path of our next cruise. So we're going to talk about all that today and what's coming up for us in the weeks ahead.
Well, again, thank you for joining us on this Sunday Live. We are Jill and Jerry, the Cruising Canucks.
And I'm Jerry. Jill, in case you didn't guess.
Yeah, I think you might have figured that one out.
Today is our live show. We do Sunday afternoons at 2 o'clock Eastern. And if you miss us, then you can always get it on replay on YouTube later in the day, or on Monday becomes a Spotify and Apple Music podcast. So
it does.
Called Banter Onboard. So yeah, that's the housekeeping. Kind of out of the way. A little bit more housekeeping.
I'm sure you have more for us.
Oh, it's a crazy time. We often have booked cruises in late August, and because we didn't have any other choice with the time off we could get from our jobs. But we always were cognizant of the fact that it is hurricane season in the Caribbean, which is often where we've gone. And it has yet to really bite us in the butt. All the times in the past, I think we had really good luck. One time, I think we had a change of one port
to call. That was it.
Yeah, and even then, it was a false alarm that it was over forecasted. A hurricane did not develop, so they were overly cautious, and we missed the port.
Our luck has run out.
Yes, this one is not overly forecast. It is here. It is the most powerful storm on the planet right now, Hurricane Erin, Category 5. And it is literally, we're going to show you some maps in a second, it is literally in the path of where we need to go on a cruise this week.
Yeah. So there you go. No stress.
No stress at all. Oh, so what I think we'll do is we'll say a little bit of hellos to everybody, and
then you'll tell everybody where we're supposed to be going, and now where we think we'll be going.
Where we're going, what we might end up going to, who we're traveling with possibly, all kinds of different things. Yeah, we have some special friends that are joining us on this cruise as well. And so we have a whole bunch of stuff to kind of talk to you about, and I'm curious to hear your stories about hurricanes, and maybe you can make us feel less apprehension.
I blame Mr. Canuck. Let's just get that out right at the beginning, because, he would love the idea of being able to witness a hurricane. So he's tried many years and failed with that. And so now he's getting closer on his prediction, and I'm not very happy about it.
To my defense, cruise ships do not ever sail into hurricanes, so I know we won't be doing that. They usually go around. It messes up your itineraries. You might get a breezy, wavy, swelly day. But this one is a big one. In fact, the wind field, we'll show you. It literally goes from past Bermuda on the east all the way to the American Atlantic coast when it gets up and get going in the next several days. And that's exactly where we have to go through. So there's only been a few cruise ships with itineraries that have changed so far. So, but I suspect ours, it will be one in the next little while. Carnival, I've been looking up a little bit of research.
Carnival
Corporation. We're on a Princess cruise, so their headquarters takes care of these things. I know that they have a policy of they don't really do much until the day before, typically, is when they announce any changes. So for us, that is going to be tomorrow. But I do have my phone with me. You never know. During this show, we may get word of what's going on with our cruise.
I literally just checked my emails before we said hi to all of you to see if we've got an update, because we're expecting an email to appear in our inbox in the next 24 hours.
And there is some news coming in from Air Canada. It doesn't look very good, but the good news for us is that's not going to be a problem for us. The hurricane is the problem. We're not flying on Air Canada.
Yeah. I know that's affected a lot of Canadians traveling this time of year, the strike. But they have been ordered back to work, I hear, so it'll take a few days.
They were ordered back to work, but I've heard that the union, the stewardess are refusing the work order. They will not go back regardless.
Oh, wow. I didn't hear that. Oh, you didn't tell me that. Oh, wow. Okay.
So that's where we stay at. Air Canada is now talking again about maintaining cancellation of flights, everything else heading into the start of this coming week. So good thing we're not on Air Canada.
Yeah, thankful for
that.
And
hopefully you're not if you're traveling.
Yeah, exactly. All right. All right. So you want to get to officially announcing?
Officially announcing? Do you want to do an official announcing, or do you want to do some housekeeping?
Oh, whatever you want to do.
Officially announcing?
Mm.
Sure, I can do official announcing first, and then we'll jump back over to that.
Okay.
I have to see, where did I put that?
Well, we have somebody saying that they love Costa Maya, so there you go.
It had to be. Huh. I had a picture of where we're going.
Did you?
Yeah, I don't know if I have it anymore.
Oh, for goodness sakes. He's over there just like clicking on buttons willy-nilly.
Oh, missing. I don't have it. Oh, well. Maybe we'll throw up who we're going with.
Yes, let's do that.
Let's go that way. Let's put these people on the screen. There they are. Yes, we are going with Carol and Paul. Love to travel.
Yes, the crazy four of us are going to get on board together, and we are so looking forward to that. It's just going to be the four of us, a small little group, and what are you doing? Oh, for goodness sakes. Sometimes it's like dealing with a 3-year-old. Anyways, you can take the picture down now if you want, if you're having a hard time. But
I'm back.
Anyways, yes, so we're very excited to be able to go to New York is where we're flying to tomorrow, and Paul and Carol are making their way right now to their local airport area to get ready for their pre-trip travel, and so we're going to be meeting them in New York.
Let me tell you what we're doing for the cruise.
Okay.
So we are, since I don't have my map or anything else to show you, I got maps of hurricanes, trust me, but I don't have maps of the cruise, so go figure what's more important.
Yeah.
We are going out of New York City. We're actually not going out of Manhattan. We're going to Brooklyn. We got a story about that as well. And we are going out of Brooklyn and supposed to be heading due south and heading to Grand Turks for our first stop after 2 sea days.
Yes.
That is exactly where the hurricane is, and I'll show you that path in just a second. We're supposed to, after that, go to Amber Cove on
Dominican Republic.
Yes, and then we're supposed to go to San Juan. And then we're supposed to head up across and follow the outer edge of the Bermuda Triangle and end up in Bermuda for an overnight in Bermuda.
That's right.
So if on a map, we're almost following the Bermuda Triangle exactly. And in the middle of the Bermuda Triangle is Hurricane Erin. There you go.
So we have never been to Bermuda, and this was the reason why this cruise was so appealing to us. And of course, we had to pick a time to do it when the hurricane decided to come. So, yeah.
Yeah. So that's what we're doing. So I've got some hurricane updates on what I think might happen and what I think might not happen.
Okay.
But first, we'll do a little bit of checking in with a couple other things I want to touch on first before we get to that.
Okay.
In case people want to know about some stuff that we've got going on. Is that fair?
Sure.
Let me go back over here and okay, so content. All our Norwegian Pearl stuff is done. We've had the cabin tour come out. We've had the ship review come out. All that's come out since we were last doing a live. So that's all out there now, and lots of people watched it, so hopefully you enjoyed it. And if you haven't, then check it out. We do have some videos kind of queued up to come out when we are at sea for the next couple of weeks. We are going to be on for 10 days. On the next cruise. So we might have a couple of videos that have come out. Depends, last minute timing here to get everything uploaded and ready to go. And so just kind of some tips on booking, a little example of how we book cruises, make decisions, some first time cruiser tips for those that maybe know someone that wants to cruise for the first time. So a couple little things like that until we get back with our content from the Bermuda coverage we hope to get.
The Island Princess, let's just say that, because we're not quite sure where the itinerary will be at the end of it.
What else should I throw in here? Group cruise update. Pretty well the only update is that still getting closer to final payment on Caribbean Princess at the end of October, but we still have space available. They may have pulled back some of our space that we have, but there is still availability on the ship. But if you do want to travel with us, you can go to the website and fill out the form, cruisingcanucks.ca. However, we are going to be on a cruise, so we won't be getting back to you till the beginning of September if you do that. So, but you can still put your information in. We'll get it when we get back. So if you're interested in cruising with us, then that is going to be late January of this coming year in 2026, going all the way down towards Panama and back up for 12 days. So you have to put up with this for 12 days if you're coming.
I like to share the joy.
It's not nice. Oh, and question or comment of the week I threw in here, and it is from Jay Hawley. Are you guys Newfies? I married and moved Newfie from Labrador, and we actually went back to Newfoundland and lived there for 3 years. The question is, are we Newfies?
You're not going to answer?
Well, I thought you were going to answer. I asked you the question.
Oh, I was born in Newfoundland. I was raised in Ontario. I was only 4 years old when we moved to Ontario, but I do have lots of family in Newfoundland, and I've spent my childhood going back multiple times a year, and love love Newfoundland. And so, yeah, that's where my roots are. But Jerry is not from Newfoundland. He is from Ontario.
Kind of am.
Oh, are you? How are you going to figure out how you're from Newfoundland?
I was screeched in, making me an honorary Newfie.
There you go.
Yes.
That's right. He has been screeched in. Yes.
And I also now don't call it Newfoundland anymore. So that makes me even more so.
That only took me like probably a dozen years, guys. Like there was so many nasty looks that I had to share with him every time he would refer to it as Newfoundland. I'm like, don't do that. It's Newfoundland. You know it's Newfoundland.
So you go.
Yes.
We're kind of half Newfie.
Oh, really?
Yes. Yeah.
How are you half Newfie?
Because you're all Newfie. I'm none.
Oh, okay.
Averages out to a half
I
Newfie.
see. Okay.
Math.
Mm.
Oh, here we go. Question of the week. Of course, it had to be hurricane related.
Oh, of course.
Storm related. Question of the week. It's multiple choice for you. What is the maximum wave height that a modern cruise ship is designed to handle safely?
The maximum wave height.
Yeah, I'm going to give you options. So you can choose an option.
Give me options.
And the options are, we'll just scroll to the bottom and see what people say.
Let me know, guys. Help me out because I don't have a clue with this one.
Are they designed to handle 15-foot waves, 30-foot waves, 60-foot waves, or 120-foot waves? What are they designed to safely handle?
I'm going to say 60 feet.
60 feet.
I don't know.
Those are big, big waves. Those might be the biggest waves that are in the middle of the current hurricanes.
Oh, okay. So maybe not then.
Scott says 400. That's not an option. Disqualified.
So Bruce is saying 30. I think I should stick with Bruce on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to say that maybe his background might be a little bit more useful than mine.
Maybe Scott meant centimeters.
Yeah.
Scott's my go-to for cruise lines. And the answer, let's see if we can find an answer here. The answer is, a bunch of you were right. The answer is 30 feet. Most modern cruise ships are designed to handle 30 feet. However, some of the larger ones are now built that they can withstand waves up to 50 feet high.
Oh, wow.
So 30 to 50 is probably your range.
Are you talking like the Queen Mary when you talk about that?
That'd probably be a really good example meant for going through the ocean.
Yeah, that's what I was
And I would wonder about those big ones that are out, the big monstrous ones that are...
Like the new Royal Caribbean ones? And
yeah, just because they're bigger to begin with, they could probably handle some bigger seas, I would have to guess. But yeah, and I this question is in here because when I bring some maps up, I'm going to show you the wave heights that I think we're going to.
Oh, shoot.
We'll have to compare.
I'm starting to get a little anxiety, guys.
But I do have a bonus trivia question because it was so popular last week. And it's a question where I am part of the trivia. Okay?
All right.
When Jerry gets excited traveling on a hurricane and following the weather on his apps, he forgets to eat. So where does Jill find him? It's multiple choice.
What the heck?
So if you can't find me on the ship because I'm busy, like finding food, looking at hurricanes on my app, and you've lost me, where are you going to find me?
You're looking for food?
Am I in the buffet eating nuggets? Am I asking room service to deliver meatloaf to the sanctuary so I can continue monitoring the storm from the highest point in the ship?
Oh, for goodness sakes.
Am I briefing weather to the other passengers in the elevators?
What were you drinking when you made up with this trivia, by the way?
Or all of the above?
Oh, funny. Bruce is saying all of the above. Yeah.
What would be the first place you'd look?
The buffet chicken nugget section. I already told my grandchildren, I was talking to one of our grandchildren the other day, and I said, Grandma's getting ready to go on a cruise with Granddad. He's going to go there and eat all the chicken nuggets that are there for the kids.
Now you turn something nice into something mean. You're moving my table.
Jokingly. I'm like, that's where he'll be.
Everybody says all. You said A. You said chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
Did you get it wrong?
Maybe. Everybody's saying all of the above.
Let's go.
You're ridiculous.
Let's see. All of the above.
All of the above.
There you go.
You'd do it all, would you?
And it says at the same time, I'm trying to convince the dining staff that meatloaf should be on the everyday classics part of the menu. You know, they have salmon and they have a chicken dish and they have a steak. Why is there not a meatloaf in there?
Nobody likes meatloaf that much.
A lot of people like last night princess meatloaf.
Yes, but they don't want it every day.
Some people do.
Mm-mm.
Anyways, back to
the storm.
The regular scheduled content, which is the storm, yes.
There's a lot of eye rolling with you today, I've noticed.
Just you or people online?
Oh, just me, I think. It's just me. I need a vacation from your vacations.
I see the Meatloaf supporters are coming in en masse. Yes.
Again, the eyes are rolling. Sorry. I need to stop.
Okay, maps.
Maps.
Do you want to see some maps?
Not really, but I'm sure I'm going
I
to.
made some maps.
I hope they're calm and they show me smooth sailing and no waves and there's no bright colors showing me wind.
First map. Here it comes. There it is. There is the hurricane track. If you look at the top of the screen, you can kind of see Long Island there in New York where we are leaving from. And you can see all the way at the bottom, actually where the kind of blue color is in the bottom of the screen is Grand Turk. And you can see that there is a hurricane clearly in the way. There's an M in the little track there for hurricanes, meaning this is a major hurricane, which it already has developed to. So that is the track of the hurricane. Somehow we need to get from there, through that, to down there is our problem. How does that look?
Not good.
Does it look good?
Not good.
That is the expected track of the hurricane, somewhere between Bermuda and North Carolina it's supposed to go through, which is where we need to go through to get there.
So, Wanda, I'm sending you a message because I'm pretty sure I'm going to, after looking at this map, I'm going to end up in Halifax. What are you doing next week? Oh, man.
That's the hurricane track. Now, if you think that's interesting, I can make it even more interesting for you. And let me get the next map up. That is the wind field for this hurricane. Those are all the winds. The percentage of chance of winds being tropical storm strength or higher. And you can see they extend all the way from past Bermuda to all the way to North Carolina. So we have to squeeze through there somehow. If we're going on the regular itinerary,
that's not happening.
Then we are going to go through at least some green area, which is around 20 to 30% chance of tropical storm strength winds.
Do you think the ship's small enough that they can change it and we could do a Great Lakes tour? That looks like the only place on that map where you could go.
Yeah, it's interesting because it even kind of gets kind of close even to Halifax, Nova Scotia area. Like it's not going to hit them by any means, and it's just going to be a windy day. But this basically means where we've got this much wind, we're probably going to have lots of waves, is what I'm thinking here. Even though the center of the hurricane is kind of where the purplish red area is, we're going to be away from the center if we go south like we're supposed to. But that's what the wind field looks like for tropical storm wind probabilities. Like I said, green is lower probability, so you might not get that strong. So that's why I still think there's a hope.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I think that...
You think we might go through where the green is?
Yeah, I think we could go through the green. I think that you're only going to see winds, the waves there 10 to 20 feet. I think that you could end up with winds that are probably in the 50 mile per hour range. So again, not terrible. We've been through that before in the Mediterranean. We've been through waves that high winds that strong on the Enchanted Princess.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
So there is hope. This is why I think there's hope.
Okay.
I've even got another map for you.
Oh, you were giving me gloom and doom earlier. I didn't think you thought we'd be able to go down at all.
So this is a very interesting map because this is the hurricane track with the wind field that is showed on there. And the dots are where I suggest Princess's captain should go. If the Island Princess captain is watching, this is how I think he should get there.
Did you email him?
I've not emailed him yet.
Did you send him a private email?
So I figured out the speed of the ship, how fast I think I can make it through these seas. I'm figuring around 20 knots, even though the ship will do 22 knots. I think we can get that these little markings here on them are the indicators for like noon and midnight of each day. And you can see on here, they're right around noon. Right, this one here, right off the coast of North Carolina is noon on Wednesday. That will be the point that the hurricane would likely be closest to us, will be noon on Wednesday. So that's our first sea day.
That's the 20th?
That's the 20th.
When somebody might be celebrating a birthday?
Someone might be having a birthday. It's also, I've heard from reading the Facebook group, that it is full moon night.
Oh, yes. I wonder how empty the dining room will be that night.
So that'll be, I think if we have rough weather, it'll be Wednesday early in the day till Wednesday midnight. That whole day will probably be a write-off. We're going to be bouncing. We might have a broad sea, like it's going to be hitting the ship sideways, so we're going to be doing a little bit of that type of thing as opposed to this type of thing. A little bit of roly-poly.
So question for all of you out there, how many packages of seasickness medication do you think we should be packing? That is something that we still have to do. We have to get to the drugstore and get some. When I'm looking at these pictures, I'm thinking, we might need some help with this. Okay,
and I have one last map for you.
Oh, that one doesn't look good.
Yeah, this is the wave height map. 10 foot. This is Wednesday around lunchtime, like I was talking about. And it is purple areas are around 10 foot. Pinkish areas are around 20 feet. White areas are approaching 50 feet.
Yikes.
So that is the wave heights that are expected from this storm
Yeah,
on
that doesn't
Wednesday.
look good.
So that looks less impressive or less likely for us to get through, right?
Right. Lisa's telling me just to buy all the seasickness medication.
Everything on the shelf will
Buy
be
them
fine.
all. Package of everything. See which one works.
So from what I can tell, we're closest to the storm on Wednesday.
Yeah.
My best guess from everything I've ran through with all the meteorological stuff is I think we could see somewhere in the neighborhood of 15 to 20 foot waves with wind gusts 50 to 75 miles per hour. That would be the worst it's going to get for us. So the question I have is, will Princess cancel the cruise knowing that that is likely what we are going to see?
50, say how much again?
Winds over 50 miles an hour and waves possibly 15 feet or higher.
Oh.
The ship can design, or is designed to handle probably at least 30, as we just saw in the
We've
trivia.
been on ones where we've had more than 15 feet.
Yeah, we have seen, like I said, we've seen weather that big before for almost an entire day in the Mediterranean, one of the biggest windstorms they had in years. We were in the middle of it. And the captain just said, we're safer off out at sea fighting this than we are at a port or anything else. And he took us out and we bounced through it and we were fine. It actually wasn't even as bad as what I imagined.
No.
Sometimes I find when the ship is more abrupt with the weather, it's a lot better than that slow, this type of a, swell thing. I do better in the waves than I do the swell.
You want to put the picture of us back on?
Oh, yeah.
It's just, that's been there a long time.
Where'd we go? There we are. Almost. I'm going to put all of us back.
Yeah, I don't know. So like a few people are saying they think they should just cancel it. Will they cancel it? I mean, I hope they don't cancel it. Do you think they'll cancel? I guess
I don't
it's
know.
a possibility.
I'm back and forth on whether or not they risk it. Like the only risk is that the hurricane forecast is incorrect. It doesn't take a turn to the northeast, and we would be coming straight at it if it didn't turn. That's the risk. So
do they take that risk? That sounds like a big risk.
Does Princess take that risk and send us at the hurricane, hoping it veers off and we can get by it? That's the risk.
Yeah, no. Wanda responded to my question as to what she's doing next week in Halifax, and she said send her a text with our estimated time of arrival. She looks forward to seeing us. Look, yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know if they would cancel outright because the ship has to do something. Even if the track changed and came more towards New York, the ship is safer at sea than it is at port. And so I wonder to myself, will they send us north and say run for Sydney or PEI and go kind of do a little Canada thing and come back out that way? If they do that, I'm not sure if they'll make it across to Bermuda and back. We've got 10 days, so I'm not sure if we'll be able to do that. Whether we just do an East Coast Canada type of thing. Do they just cancel it outright? The other option I've been playing with is, do they keep us in New York City for a couple days to wait and see for the storm to make the turn and get out of there? And then we come in behind the storm and go south again. But we miss Bermuda. Like
3 days sort of tied up or 2 days tied up. So we end up, a 10-day cruise turns into a 7-day. Well, I mean, you'd still be on the ship for 10 days if they let you on.
Yeah, do they let us on the ship? Well, can we stay at the harbor, at the port, and just stay on the ship, or do they risk that? I'm not sure. This is all brand new to us because we've never been in this situation when the ship's about to leave and then this type of setup is happening.
Yeah, so, and we're thinking we probably won't know any of this. We're all just, thinking about this and been texting Carol and Paul back and forth trying to figure out what we think's going to happen amongst us. But as it stands now, we'll probably all be on an airplane making our way to New York before a decision is made, because we did find on Carnival's website that they said they won't make a call until 24 hours before their scheduled to departure. So that will be tomorrow afternoon when we're flying and Paul and Carol are flying, and so we'll land in New York and find out whether we're just staying in New York or what, right?
Yep. And if I put on my meteorologist hat for a while,
yeah,
I think it's fairly insulting to every person working at Carnival Corporation's weather office.
Oh, don't. Now, wait a minute. No, take a pause.
No, I think that meteorologists and the science is good enough now that they can make a decision before 24 hours before.
Right.
There's going to be some margin of error, but not so close that it's going to impact whether or not the ship can travel or not through those destinations.
Right.
So, because if they gave people a little more heads up, they may not get on the plane. They may have an option to choose to do a different cruise if that option's given to them. If you're already there at the port the day before, it's really tough to change your plans. And if they cancel it, then you're stuck and you have no flight back.
Yeah, we would appreciate knowing today as opposed to tomorrow afternoon. And it goes to a point. You want to pull up a few comments here? Yep. Let's go to a few comments. I want to pull up Becky's at 2:40. I don't know if you can find it, but Becky said in the past they've just changed the itinerary, and I've remembered people were packed for hot weather and they went north instead. And Becky, when we booked this cruise last, however many long ago it was, I jokingly said to Paul and Carol, I'm like, oh yeah, we think this is going to be great. We'll go to Bermuda, but this time of year, if a hurricane happens, we might end up in Halifax. So I literally just went into my closet around an hour ago and pulled out some jeans and a few other things instead of just sundresses and bathing suits that I originally had packed.
But if you're going to the east coast of Canada this time of year, you're not going. It's still almost as hot as the Caribbean.
Yes, I know, but I'm not going to be wearing
Alaska.
my Caribbean dresses that I've like sundress, like, you know.
You're worried about the fashion statement,
No,
not the temperature.
No. I just have cooler dresses that I wear when I'm in that extreme heat cruising in the summer that Halifax is not going to have. But anyways, yes, let's go through a few of the comments.
I'm still going to be in shorts and a t-shirt either
Regardless, doesn't matter for Jerry.
Even if I'm in Halifax or I'm in San Juan.
Mm-hmm.
Same clothes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're having someone saying, have we seen the Poseidon Adventure? Yeah, we've seen that movie. Scott's saying Jill and Jerry may have a new definition of rocking and rolling after this cruise. 2:36.
You
Scott.
always give me times.
Oh, sorry.
But that's 6 minutes ago. That's what the information was. I needed it was 6 minutes ago.
Okay.
I'm almost there. You keep reading.
Okay.
I'm trying to find it.
All right. I'm just trying to see through here. Kathy's saying meatloaf, meatballs, and chicken nuggets were all good on Caribbean Princess. We thought about you, Jerry.
There you go. As long as you go a certain direction, up or down from that comment, I found it.
Okay, there you go. Going down from there, we have Lube 2 saying, I think you might be going to Halifax. It will not shock me if that happens. Although you thought maybe the storm was going to go towards that way, so maybe
no, it's going to veer away at some point. It has to. The physics makes it has to.
Right.
But I think that it's still going to be kind of some wavy weather in Halifax, just not hurricane or tropical storm strength.
Right.
Yeah.
And Brenda has made a comment saying spending all that money doesn't sound like a fun cruise. And I mean, that is the reason why it was cheaper going this time of year than others. So we did pay a little bit of a cheaper rate.
I don't think
huge.
it wasn't a great deal. No.
No.
Not by any means, yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah, it'd be interesting if they do change the itinerary that drastic. I'll be curious to see if there's any type of compensation or not. Clearly, if they cancel the cruise, there will be compensation.
Right.
If they change the itinerary, like we've had itinerary changes because of weather and with no compensation.
Right. And then we've had some change with weather with compensation. So we never know. And it's been with the same cruise line. It was both with Princess. We've had it without any compensation and with some. So we're not sure how that works, what the decision goes into play to make that decision, I guess, the thought.
Kathy says she had some bumpy waves. The waves were about 16 feet, according to the captain, and extremely windy on the Pacific coast.
Yeah, that's where we've had the worst.
Yeah, I would say we didn't obviously measure them, and we weren't really paying that much attention back then, just because there wasn't the internet to follow these type of things real time, so forth. But I would guess, like, we went to friends that we met on the ship who had a fancy suite. We wanted to go see their suite. Mm-hmm. And we looked out on their balcony. I'm pretty sure that they were at least 3 or 4 levels above the water.
They were under, yeah.
And I would say, and they had waves that were crashing on their balcony. So you figure that's got to be 30 plus feet right there. I think we were in the world of the worst conditions, I think, that you could have. I would argue that we were close to that 30-foot range. It was a small ship. It was the Carnival Paradise. Mm-hmm. And I think that that was the night that the luggage was rolling down the halls. You had to watch out walking down the halls because it was the last night of the cruise and people put their luggage out and it would come at you and you'd have to dodge around the luggage.
We were sort of playing leapfrog going back to our cabin after we had seen the comedian that night because all the luggage was rolling down the hallway at us, and as it was coming, we'd jump over top of it. Yeah,
the comedian was holding onto the mic stand and almost falling over and trying to stay upright doing his bit.
Yeah, it was a rough night for sure. Anyways,
Gail says, ask our doctor. I think that ship has sailed. We're past getting to the doctor time frame.
Yeah, true enough, though, Gail. Probably would have been good advice.
we're probably leaving the house in about 18 hours. So
yeah, we're just hoping that over-the-counter stuff will suffice. I mean, for me personally, I've never been seasick. Jerry has had to deal with it a few times. Mm-hmm.
Did you know?
What?
If in the next 10 days there happens to be 5 new hurricanes, do you know what the 5th hurricane will be called?
No. What?
Jerry. I am on the list of hurricane names this year. So I am waiting for my chance to be at sea with my namesake.
Oh, for goodness sakes. Let's hope that doesn't happen.
5 storms more. We need 5 more storms.
That'd be awful.
I think I'm going to miss it. But yes, there will be a Hurricane Jerry this year. But I'm going to miss it. Maybe not. We're cruising later in the year. Becky. In the past, they just changed the itinerary. I remember people were packed for hot weather and they went north instead.
I read that one, yeah.
Oh, did you? Lisa had 4 to 6 meters seas in Australia.
Crew all sick, passengers sick. They shut down the elevators for a bit. Oh, yeah.
So that would be, converting that math, you're looking at roughly 12 to 18 feet in and about, almost 20 feet. And Christine is saying that, I think you're right, we have to take consideration the storm could veer easterly more. And the last couple updates I've seen from the weather models has brought it slightly farther to the east. So that isn't out of the possibility. Yeah.
So is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Bad for us getting south.
Oh, shoot.
Brenda is saying bad for people, especially flying there, that spend their money on it.
Right.
Lisa,
that's our concern.
Being at port after a hurricane can be very disheartening to see the devastation.
So true.
So, yeah, luckily, most of this is missing the spots we're going to right now. It's missing Bermuda on the left side, and it's just grazing Grand Turk on the left side today.
Oh, really?
So there might, I don't think there's going to be any impacts as far as devastation in where we're going, but it's definitely going to have some. You wouldn't be snorkeling if you're there today, is my guess. Lisa is saying that fashion is important too, you know.
That's right, Jerry. That's right. Bruce is saying, I imagine the promenade deck will be closed for Wednesday.
Yeah, and we've seen that before. Where pretty well we couldn't get outside anywhere on the ship, but everything was locked down. You had to stay inside the ship. Yeah. What's interesting, so we didn't tell people this. We have a story to tell. Oh. So what type of cabin do we have? Where is it on the ship? May be a factor because the weather could be so rough. We were kind of midship.
We were.
Well, but we were a little farther aft, even originally. And then we won our bid.
For an upgrade. So we had an interior booked originally.
Yes, interior on the Island Princess, and we were a little bit aft. They gave us we had the chance to bid. We bid the lowest amount you can bid for an upgrade to an ocean view. I think it was like $50 or $60. And we won. And we were like, all right, we got an ocean view now. But then we went online after we won the bid, and we realized that the balcony cabins were almost the exact same price as the ocean views. So we called up Princess and say, what are the odds now that we can convert this ocean view into a balcony? And they said, sure, we can do that. We have lots of availability. And we moved to a balcony. And now the balcony is slightly aft, so we're still not midship, but we're still down a low a little bit, which would be a little bit better. But and we had to pay a little bit more. I think it was like a couple $100 more to get up to the balcony. But really, for about $250 each, we went from inside to a balcony, which was way less than if we would have booked a balcony from the beginning. So that kind of strategy that we've talked about for booking cabins, if we ever get on the ship, worked this time.
If we ever get on the ship is the catchphrase for this.
So the takeaway is we will have a balcony. So we will have footage out the windows or out the balcony to see what we're seeing for the storm.
Probably won't be allowed to open the balcony.
We are on the port side of the ship, which means we will be on the side of the ship that is facing the hurricane. So we will be able to see it in the distance. We will be able to see it. So it'll be hundreds of nautical miles away, but we'll be able to see the waves coming towards us.
You're ridiculous.
And where were we? Bruce and Tawny? Oh, he's saying that the promenade deck will be closed. Captain Photon? They will do everything not to cancel.
According to Ruby, Princess Captain, I talked 2 years ago out of Galveston.
Yeah.
I think that's the last resort option. Yeah. I mean, they'll do it if there's no other option. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Where are we now?
We're at Scott's Videos. My guess is you might stay in Brooklyn for a few days and then head south and miss a few ports in the Caribbean, but you'll still make it to Bermuda.
Just a guess. And Scott, I'm really hoping that your guess is correct. That's sort of what I've got myself resigned to, is that we may not make it to Grand Turks or San Juan or that area, and maybe it just turns into a go stay in New York for a while and head to Bermuda and back again. And that'll be okay as long as we're on the ship. Like you guys all know, we're traveling with fabulous friends. So we're going to have a great time whether we're going anywhere or not. Just being with them and experiencing the ship and being in Brooklyn, that's fine too.
And Scott, we are on the same page because I keep saying that my guess is that's the most likely thing that will happen. is that we will be held up and not leave until they know we can safely get past the storm, and they're going to hold us up at port. That's my suspicion.
Yeah.
But the only thing that keeps me from saying that for sure is going to happen is that they don't want to be stuck in New York if the storm makes a turn and they can't get out of New York and it comes more towards the city. That's the only thing that's probably in the back of their brains about staying there. I'd be my guess. Yeah. And who we have next? Calliope is saying that Hurricane Jerry, that's frightening.
Isn't it though? Right?
A storm swirling around with nuggets and meatloaf in it.
And Crown Royal. That's all it'll be. A storm with Crown Royal going through. There we go.
And Lisa is saying
everyone else is canceled.
You'll be with 10 other people. So be us, Paul and Carol, and a couple other diehards that'll be there.
Yeah, exactly. Should be great. One of to fight over a deck chair or wait in line to get a table for dining, all of those sort of things.
I think
theater seats, we'll be able to walk right in and pick our spot.
I think that if that happens, pretty good chance they cancel.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure that there's no way that we can spend enough on board to cover the cost of fuel.
Yeah, no.
Maybe Paul, but not me.
Funny. Oh, man.
You'd have to buy a lot of those fancy purses in the gift shop to make it worth their while.
Or spend a lot of time at that casino and keep losing. I wouldn't have to spend a lot of time. An hour, I could probably make it up for them. That's how fast I lose when I go to a casino. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the comments. I think we're caught up on the comments.
We are caught up.
That's the news that we're waiting for. I'll check my phone one time for an update. And no update yet. I keep waiting to see if they would like me to be in the bridge and help them navigate around the storm, but I haven't got that offer yet.
Oh, you would like that, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
He's going to have to send the captain of this princess ship an email, see if he can get a little side job going on there while we're on board.
Yeah, but aside from the storm, the reason we booked this cruise, the reason we're excited for this cruise, and we hope this cruise happens, is because we are a big fan of smaller ships.
We are.
We've never been on a princess ship this small.
We haven't.
This will literally be the closest I've ever gotten to be on a Pacific Princess size ship, even though it's a long ways away from that. But still small.
So even if we just stay tied up in Brooklyn, you're just going to watch endless loops of Love Boat on TV and you'll be happy, right?
Yeah, I'll be taking my seasickness medicine. I'll be laying in bed. I'll be ordering nuggets off the room service, watching Love Boat. So will I not be in my happy place?
Oh, that's funny.
They'll get up and move the ship and go to Bermuda. I'll be like, I don't want to get off. I'm still watching episodes of Love Boat.
Right.
Yeah.
We have a question here. Miss Tracy's saying, did you book your flights through the cruise line? And if they cancel, do you get reimbursed? So we didn't book through the cruise line. We booked privately on our own. Do you know the answer to that as a travel agent?
Oh, I'm pretty sure that if the cruise line was to cancel the cruise, then the flights would... Yeah, and also the flights can be probably modified a lot easier. If the cruise changes, say we're going to depart a day or two later or whatever, then I'm sure, they would give you the option of, I'm sure their flights are flexible as well. Mm-hmm. I know that patrons of ours, that Juan and Paul actually we might be seeing in Halifax, that they had challenges with weather getting to our group cruise the first time around, and Princess was very helpful with them and changing flights and making it work for them.
Yeah, they made it.
They made it
with a lot of communication and travel.
Yeah, so that was one advantage of booking through the cruise line. I guess the only challenge is how frustrating it can be to get through to someone on a phone during an emergency. But I think that there is that option to get a hold of someone if it's needs something done right away. So yeah, that's one good option, because if something was to happen to us with our plans the next couple of days, it's all on us to adjust.
It is all on us, but I mean, we travel enough that we have the right travel card that will cover those expenses and travel insurance, trip interruption insurance, and all of that sort of stuff. So I mean, it's nice to have that all the time, but I'm feeling a little more reassured because we do have it definitely for this trip, and so it'll be all right. I just don't know where I'm going. And so, follow us along. If you don't already do so, join us on Instagram, because we'll be putting up daily posts on Instagram, all of those sort of things. So you'll be able to know whether we make it to any of the ports at all or not.
If you go,
where we'll be.
If you go looking for us on Instagram, we're literally Cruising Canucks is the name on Instagram. You can find us. Mm-hmm. So that's where we do all our live updates. So from the point we stop this video over here, the next update you're going to see is probably on Instagram. If you're our patrons, you'll see it on possibly Discord, Facebook, depends on what's working and where we are.
Patreon, yeah.
Yep. But so that's how we're going to keep you updated. I see me and my man may want to know, why is watching Love Boat better on a ship than at home?
That's a great question, because I don't understand it. I don't do it. I really don't. I mean, Jerry might have it on in the background if I'm doing my hair or something. We're getting ready to go, but just sit down on the bed on a cruise ship and watch an episode of Love Boat. I don't know that I've ever done it, but Mr. Canuck does enjoy doing it. So, but for me, I'm like, I'll just watch it at home. I don't want to waste the precious time on a cruise ship doing it.
When's the last time you watched it at home?
A long time ago. It's been a long time ago. But I mean, I have watched all of them with him, guys, and so I don't need to see them. Like, it got to the point where I could give you the lines that the characters were supposed to be saying. So I've kind of taken a pause from watching it with him now.
Christine says it's better because you're living the dream.
Living the dream. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We're excited to do this adventure. We obviously don't know what's going to play out, but we know that regardless, we're going to have a good time, and
see what happens.
See what happens.
We've been debating about filming and doing our vlogs. We thought, it's going to be a hectic travel there type of, just because of the way our flights work out in our hotels and stuff. I thought we'll just start the vlog on the ship. Something tells me that we're going to probably want to start filming from the time we're done now until the time we get on the ship, just to explain to you what happens in the next 24 to 36 hours.
Yeah, maybe the first video of the next vlog series will be you seeing the email that comes to us telling us whether we get to go or not, and if we do go, where we're going. But anyways, thanks everybody for joining in and following along and sharing my anxiety as we plan for this. And we hope you all have a wonderful week and a safe week. And please like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. That helps us out a lot. And just to let you know, we've been doing lives every other week through the summertime when everybody's a little bit busier. We won't be doing the next one in 2 weeks because we'll still be getting off the ship. Hopefully. Otherwise, there may be one next week. But we're going to be getting off the ship then. So our next live will be 3 weeks away. That'll be September. And from that point on, we'll probably get back into our weekly schedule doing lives. So. Wouldn't it be funny, though, if we do get that email from Princess and it's canceled and the next thing you know, we're on the Norwegian Dawn next week? I wouldn't put it past Mr. Canuck. That's all I'm saying. So stay tuned to see where he ends up taking me. I have been pricing cruises and flights right now for the next 2 weeks in Northern Europe. I have backup plans already that if this one goes south, you still might see us on a cruise. There you go. But what's the only thing better than being on a cruise is planning another cruise, and I get to do both at the same time right now. Thanks everybody for joining. Take care and have a great week. Yes. Goodbye, everybody.